The kid might carry on a little bit.
The what? The kid?
The kid, man, the baby's awake.
Is he? It's a boy, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Shit. Earthquake at Jared's place, mate. Hey, let me know in the chat, peeps, if it sounds all right, because I'm using a video here, and I'm using audio from here. So it's two separate, so you can see two separate screens of Senator Slayer. Because me fucking earphones, I don't know, they're not working.
Nah, they look good.
And Jared, you're coming through PS1 style?
Yeah, perfect.
No, well, as long as it works, as long as people can hear you and see you.
That's the Wi-Fi in the country.
Well, yeah. What's that? Scott Morrison's problem.
Yeah, it's good for me. I don't like that shit anyway. So,
hey, I'll just check the YouTube.
Got your vape?
Yeah, I bought a new one.
Yeah, sweet.
I downgraded. These ones are like very expensive, but they're for like. Oh, there you are, Reg. Hey, mate. Yeah, they're all for someone else. They're for like non-nicotine smokers. So I buy these ones, but they're very expensive.
I actually have one very similar.
We don't need them. Need these. No, you don't. Oh, yeah, probably because you smoke probably fucking wacky tobacco through them or some shit.
Allegedly, man.
Allegedly. Hey, how you going, Reg, mate? Sorry about the earlier. I thought Reg blocked me, but I actually blocked him. Because I thought he was a fake lefty account because they imitate our accounts. So I blocked him. I tried to get Nolchi on again tonight, but he's watching the footy with his old man. Really? So
that was it. Yeah, fair enough.
Well, I was going to talk about aliens and shit. Nah, well, he's been in prison, man. The guy's got to spend time with his family and shit. So
yeah, that's right.
We can't be selfish and take all this time.
Nah, that's right. If the Bulldogs were playing, I might watch myself, but we're out. So I actually didn't watch this year at all. First year I missed him like 6 seasons, so I didn't watch the game. Yeah,
is your mate jumping on or what?
Yeah, he's here. Hey, Jimmy.
Is he rough as guts?
Yeah, he's all right. You'll have to send him an email. Send him a link.
Can't he just sit next to you?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I can send him a link.
No, he can jump next to me.
It's up to you.
Yeah, he's going to be spewing, mate. He's had no preparation at all.
He's in the chat. He's in the. No, it'll be better if we have separate if he wants to jump on. Let him know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out soon.
Yeah.
Tell him to go put his makeup on.
Kate can text you his email address and you can send it through.
Hey, can Kate email me on my email?
Yeah.
Because I can't access text at the moment.
I don't know your emails. We don't want to say that on mine either.
Chunky Lovers.
Oh, yes, I do. It's in my email, of course.
Yeah. Chunky Lovers, 1984.
There it is.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Just give me 1 minute, bro, and I'll be on.
Yeah, sweet. He's fucking massive, man.
He's a big boy. 130 kilos, heavyweight division. Watch out, mate. He's an up and comer.
Yeah?
He punches hard, that boy. Yeah.
That's what you got to do, mate. Hang on, let me just check this on YouTube. Just go ahead and talk to the audience if you want. I'll just check this.
I hate it when you put me on the spot to talk to them. You know, like I can talk to you because you're here. So it doesn't matter if you ignore me. My wife usually does.
Only 4 watching. That's weird.
It's Friday night. Everyone's out.
3 now.
Jimmy probably jumped off.
No, I don't know what's up with this, man. That's weird. No, Friday. What is people doing on a Friday night? What, people have lives? Bullshit.
Yeah, isn't everyone out at the nightclubs and that in Melbourne? Going out drinking?
Nah, they're not open, mate. Nothing's open.
We've got to get over the border. I had a mate who left Victoria the other day, flew out of Melbourne. He flew to Northern Territory. They told him there was no flying. He needed a permit to fly, and he quoted the Human Rights Act, and they let him on the plane. So he's out. He left. He's gone. He's staying in Northern Territory. He's not coming back.
Did he have to go into quarantine and shit?
No, he didn't quarantine at all. No. Flew straight in. Yeah, him and his family.
That's good.
Funny the doors that open when you know your rights, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it depends. But sometimes it's like the cops can't be fucked. They're just like, this is too much.
Yeah. Yeah, I had an altercation today again at the border, crossing the border with another officer. So
isn't this a daily incident and shit?
Basically, every time I cross the border, there's a bit of an altercation.
Do they see you and just like go like this? Like, oh, here we go.
I thought at the start
you should have your own lane and shit at the border, just Jared's lane. Like, just
where they can just pull me over.
They know who you are and shit. Just let him go. Like, fuck.
Yeah, he's just going to cause trouble.
Is Jazz on meth? Nah, mate. He's training. I doubt he's on meth. I think cunts only take meth when they're trying to drop weight. So
in the cutting cycle, I'm trying to bulk. Believe it or not, just doesn't work for me.
You've always been a skinny cunt, man.
Yeah, the game, man. You can't.
Well, you're bigger than what you used to be. You used to be fairly skinny.
Yeah, well, 97 kilo now. So
what's going on? What's going on with you and Timmy from the Unshackled, mate? He's had a bit of a fisticuffs the other night.
Had a bit of a back and forth. Yeah, that was a good discussion. It was good. Yeah, always good to have different points of view and good for people to question you. So I enjoyed it. I look forward to our next interaction, which I believe is going to be on your channel next week.
Yeah, he talks 100 miles per hour because he's originally from the northern suburbs.
Tell Kate to email Neil your email, and then he'll send you a link. Jump in. What was that, sorry, bro?
Some dude, he reckons you're on meth because you talk 100 miles per hour, and I'm explaining to him you're from the northern suburbs. That's how we all kind of talk.
My head goes twice the speed, man. My mouth can't keep up with that. So, yeah. Meth might slow me down, actually, don't they? So, don't they?
Yeah, it has the opposite effect, doesn't it? Like ADD tablets.
Might calm me down a bit, yeah.
Yeah, you might need
it.
But yeah, not much has been happening. So I just spoke to Noel before.
Yeah, how's he watching the footy? Who's he barrack for?
Richmond, man, like best team. But yeah, I barrack for Richmond too. But you barrack for what? Collingwood, don't you?
Jimmy. No, Bulldogs, man.
They're fucking shit, bro. They've been shit forever. I think they won one premiership in the last 60 years, man.
Yeah, 2016. Before that was 1954.
Disappointments. It's like Melbourne supporters. I think Melbourne's worse, aren't they?
Oh yeah, I think so. Well, I didn't watch this year, but they have been for the last few years. Bulldogs have we've got a good team in the future. We had a good 2016, but we've got a lot of young fellas. Yeah, I missed this season, so I can't say too much about it. I'll be back on next season, post COVID.
Nah, I'm done with the AFL, mate, because they kneeled for Marxist movements. They can get nicked. I wasn't really a massive AFL fan. I barracked for Richmond. I only watched, if they were in the grand final, to be honest.
Yeah,
I didn't really watch anything other than that.
Yeah, you're one of them that bloody jump on at the bandwagon at the end.
Yeah, man. I used to barrack for Fitzroy.
So did I.
I was a little kid.
So did I.
And then we had to change when they moved up Queensland.
My old man used to manage Brad Boyd, who was the last captain of Fitzroy. My old man used to manage his brother's band. So I used to go to the club rooms all the time, and I was right into it. And then when they went interstate, obviously you can't go for an interstate team being Victorians.
Yeah, it was really sad. I had a little lion football teddy bear, like the lion. Still got it somewhere. And a little lion jersey, where they used to make jerseys out of cotton. It was I've still got that somewhere. But that was sad when they changed.
Yeah. That was it. You were done.
Well, I had to choose a team, and I chose Richmond because the whole family barracked for Richmond.
Yeah.
Because kids, man, you want to barrack for the strong team, like Lion. That's the marketing ploy. That's why I don't understand some of these teams, like Sydney Swans, as Reggie mentioned. A swan. No kid's going to be like, I want to be a swan.
That's why I fucked if I know what Magpies have got so many supporters. And who likes Magpies? They're fucking shit.
Good management. Everyone hates Magpies.
Yeah. And people swoop. I've never been swooped by a magpie. Never. But I reckon I've seen it.
I have a couple of times.
Yeah. I see it all the time.
We're in the park. I remember this sometimes. We're in the park near my house when we were young kids. And there was a tree, and we started hitting a tree with a stick. Do you remember? And this old comes up and goes, "Leave the trees alone." Do you remember she was going nuts? Do you remember?
No,
And she goes, "It was you. It was definitely you." And she goes, "Leave the trees. They got feelings and shit." And then me and you just started hitting the trees like harder and shit. She like had a nervous breakdown.
We were definitely juvenile delinquents, bro.
I remember. I'm pretty sure it was you, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things I remember a lot. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. She texted it to me. Hang on. I'll have to.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let me get my text. It'll go black for a second. Hang on.
You're supposed to email it, Kate.
It's all good. It's all good. This is not like the footy show or anything. Yeah.
No, we're not as high quality production.
How do I do this? There we go. It's playing in the background. I think we're gonna fuck it up.
Oh, yeah. Won't be able to show pictures anyway.
Hey?
You're supposed to email it to go into our.
No, it's all good. I've got it. I'm getting out now.
Oh, you got it? Oh, sweet. There's a boy's yelling at me.
Is he?
Yeah. He's a character, that kid. He's smart for his age, smarter than the other two.
Okay. Now we're going to use that, get that link. Fuck. So we can go back to drafts.
Yeah.
We've
got a poker day this weekend, Sunday. Big AMAG poker day. Should be good. $150 buy-in. I'm planning to make a lot of money.
Fucking lose a lot of money, bro.
I don't lose, man. That's why Jimmy organised the event. He's big into his poker, so he's quite confident, but I don't know why.
I'm pretty good at poker, mate.
No, it's not bad. I've played a few games in my time, not for a while, but we got a couple of boys coming that haven't even learnt the rules yet. I was talking to one of them today. I said, "You better learn the rules." And go,
it's not that hard.
Nah, it's not like you're gonna lose $100 or anything. Yeah, $150. We're doing an American barbecue and all that sort of stuff. So be a good day. Yeah, expecting a few people, a few tables set up. And, yeah, shoot. Next time we have something else to come up. You're coming up for paintball, obviously.
Oh, I'm gonna try, man. That's in Victoria. Yeah, I'll come off of that. I was gonna watch out for the New South Wales Police Force because when I went to Sydney a couple of times, and it's always like being, like I always say this, playing Grand Theft Auto on 1 star. So it's not like full like hectic, but I got to be careful, man. I can't be going to political shit.
No, yeah. Well, a lot of country out here though. Yeah.
True, a lot of places to hide.
A lot of open ground. It's a place.
Well,
place to
I'm
be,
wanted.
I'm
wanted apparently. The media say I'm wanted like fugitive and shit. It's fucking like a 100, 200-year-old law that some of the offence is like 3 months, like maximum prison. Like you never get prison for it. It's like shit. But you know how these people get all fucking hysterical.
Yeah, well, they got to have something to jump up and down about, don't they?
I rang the cop because I wanted to come to your court case. Yes, I rang the cop up. He's like, "Oh, hurry up and get over here, and we'll get it sorted out." And I'm thinking, dude, we've got a lockdown and shit. Like, I'm just going to come across the border and shit.
Yeah. Well, we're back in court in a couple of weeks, but I don't expect you to get up for that one because obviously the lockdown's still going to be over, so they won't let you over the border anyway. You won't get a permit.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But if you're a football player and you're a Hollywood superstar, you can go wherever you want. But if you're a dad that wants to see his kids before he dies, he's dying in hospital, nah, fuck you. You need an operation to extend your life by 6 months? Nah, fuck you.
Yeah, you need to save your baby, you got an operation to save your baby if you're pregnant? Fuck you. Yeah. Robert Whittaker just flew out of the country. He was the UFC middleweight champ. And, they just let him fly out yesterday from Sydney just to go fight. So it's all about, he posted a picture from the airport. He's just, only one there, flying out, no worries.
Hey, is it daylight where you are?
No.
What does it always look
I'm not-
like as daylight at your place?
Not north of the equator, bro.
Yeah, but the back area, it looks like the sun's just blaring in through the back windows or some shit.
Yeah, just got the lights up there in the lounge,
Oh, yeah.
one of the lounges. Yeah, 3 fucking
Yeah.
lounge rooms in this house.
So that's pretty standard now.
Yeah, 3 lounge rooms, indoor gym. Fucking, yeah.
The house I grew up in when I was a kid, man, it was fucking like 2 bedrooms. It was like a shoebox. Our houses are fucking massive.
Yeah. How many of us used to squeeze into them fucking bedrooms?
But the bedrooms used to be big in the old houses.
They had to be.
You know, they'd be
Yeah,
big, but
people
no
had a lot
room.
of kids
There'd be
back
one toilet, one shower.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
we're talking
brother used to
about
hang so much shit on me when we were kids.
my brother.
Yeah, your brother. Yeah, he's saying so much shit on me. He's saying so much shit on all of us.
Mate,
more-
people reckon I'm a smart ass, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you got it from, bro. You caught more than any of us, but no matter what. So it was always good fun.
I didn't even really talk to him until I was bloody a teenager, until I was like 17, 18. We never talked.
He just walk in, hang shit on us, and walk out.
Yeah, catch you later, man. That was my thing.
That was brutal.
Oh, he was a hard cunt. Yeah.
Funny.
But what else was I gonna get into? I was gonna get into aliens and shit with Nolch, but I'm disappointed he's not here. So
he's got some good theories.
Mate, he travels before the lockdown. He travelled around Australia, meeting all these UFO dudes and shit.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
He tried to get abducted and shit.
Fucking, I know a few people who sees you. I've never seen it. Have you seen anything? I've seen nothing.
I've seen like ghosts and shit before.
Have you really?
Yeah, and but I haven't seen UFO. I did see something once, but it was like I was on the freeway and I was going really fast. I was in the passenger seat and I looked up. I seen something in the sky. Oh, no, what am I fucking talking about? I did see something. I did. I didn't.
Yeah,
it's hard. No. I've got evidence for this too.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I saw it when I was taking a shit later that day. Because I went to the air show with my little Lumax camera.
Yeah.
And I was filming the air show, man. And then I did this, like, the Top Gun dude was in his F-16. He was flying past. And then I filmed the jet go past. And then I went to the toilet, like, after I got home and shit. I was taking a crap. And I'm looking on the video, and I see this, like, silver disc flying, like, the opposite direction as him.
Oh,
so I got that video, I screenshotted it, and I sent it to a UFO magazine. I was on the front page of this UFO magazine. Yeah. And they printed it as the main double spread story. So technically I forgot about that. I did see a UFO, but yeah.
But that's a hell of a thing to forget too. Most people would be talking about that forever. You're like, fuck, that's right. I was on the front of some magazine.
Like I didn't mate, and then his crutch was on the camera. Hang on. What's going on, man?
Nah, bugger all. Sorry about that.
Nah, it's all right, man. Were you doing squats? It looked like you're doing squats.
Nah, I was grabbing the can of Coke before I was ready.
Yeah, Jimmy doesn't do squats unless he has to.
No way. I didn't get this back by walking and working out.
So this is the public liaison officer for AMAG. So if anybody contacts our AMAG Facebook pages or anything like that, this is who they get in contact with. So
do you have an LGBTI liaison officer as well?
Yeah, that's what? Jimmy too.
Hang on, what did I just miss?
Nah, it's like an inside joke.
He'll miss a lot. He'll miss a lot.
So what's going on? What's going on with AMAG and shit? Are you going to set up a compound and have training yards and shit? People bouncing through obstacles?
Jimmy's the brain behind AMAG, so he can answer any and all questions.
Yeah, be sure to message me.
So what happens? What happens on like Monday to Friday with AMAG? Like, what are you doing? Shit.
Well, AMAG's really kept to Sundays anyway. Sundays are our meeting days. It's when we all get together.
What days do you burn this swastika flag?
We would never do such a thing, bro. You know, the swastika is originated as a Norse symbol that was inscribed on Thor's hammer. So, you know, you probably know the story of the fucking swastika better than me, Neil. but it was never intended as a racist symbol. So I'm thinking about trying to take it back and get a big fucking one on my chest, and then just tell because obviously I'm no Nazi, but I'm trying to take it back because my heritage is Norse. So yeah.
So you're just gonna get a massive swastika on your left.
I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I really think I
can
can
you
save it.
incorporate that into like the symbol of AMAG, just a big swastika and shit?
Well, I think we can save it. You know what I mean?
You're gonna reinvent it like Madonna.
Reinvent it, take it back to the roots that it originated from. That's Jimmy, what do you reckon? What say you, Jimmy?
No comment, mate.
You're gonna have feds all over your new gym and shit, man. I don't think you understand what kind of like can of worms you'll open up. Like even starting this, man, you're gonna get a lot of feds and shit. And now that you know Tim Wilms, who's the secret, fascist leader and shit, they're gonna be watching you something shocking.
Man, I'm talking history. This is factual. It was never an illegal of racism to begin with. So looking at the origins, that can't be denied. So I can't say how I'm wrong in saying that. I personally despise racism. As a man who was 1/16th Aboriginal, it's something that I can't stand. But
that's what you said to me last week, man. You were saying some shit last week.
What?
About Asian immigration and shit.
That's a lie, man.
You're saying you're rewatching Romper Stomp at the Footscray train station, seeing the 4-day and shit.
What do you mean rewatching, bro? I never even seen a movie like that. I wouldn't watch a movie of that caliber.
Oh, God.
So what's there to do up in Albury and shit?
There is heaps to do up here, man.
There's plenty of.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting. This guy's quiet. Shit.
Jimmy, take over. He's a local.
Well, there's plenty of 5G towers. Lots of people wearing masks.
We got all that down here too. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
He's after something different.
Yeah.
What's the 5G? What does that do to you and shit?
Bro, don't get me started on 5G. Tell me you've looked into that shit.
I swear I did, man. I went out the other day and I swear there was a 5G following me. I swear, bro.
Bro, in India, they've just made it illegal to have a phone tower anywhere near a school or hospital because of the radiation damage that it causes to children and the elderly. So all cell phone towers that are located near a primary, like any sort of school or hospital in India, have been pulled down. In the Philippines, you can actually go to jail for using a phone in the presence of a child. If you give a child a phone, you will definitely go to jail. Because of that, and these are the countries that lead our technology. These are the countries that are innovating this technology, and these are the countries where they don't allow their children, to access.
What's the difference between 5G? Is it 5G?
Yeah, 5G.
And like 4G. What's the difference? What makes that so much more worse?
Well, it's the rate. There's a lot more radiation. The frequency is a lot higher. So obviously the 5G technology doesn't travel as far. It's millimeter waves. So it has to, what the fuck is that noise? It has to be within 150. I don't know.
So no. He's crushing his Coke can, I think.
No.
Are you pressing the Coke can?
No, bro.
No. We're being hacked.
No, it's like
it's ASIO.
It's ASIO for sure. Margaret's back, man.
Margaret.
Margaret works for the feds, and Tim carries water for them.
She has not been back on since you said that, man.
Yeah,
I'm not making any allegations, but I'm just saying she's working for the CCP.
Yeah. Well, I think she must have come back as a different character. So.
Yeah, I've been looking at a few actually.
Few characters? Few suspect characters?
Yeah, be careful, mate. Hey, when we were doing UPF and shit, there was a few dudes that were a bit sus on, man, that were, we thought the feds or at least Victoria Police.
Yeah.
So
it wouldn't surprise me.
Or if someone comes into your gym and shit, make sure you check underneath the couches and the chairs and shit like that, man. Because that's what they do. They'll just dump shit under there, like some ice or some drugs, a gun.
That's Jimmy's job. Then he can check for that because I'm not putting my fingerprints on that shit.
They do shit like that all the time.
Yeah.
Well, we started the AMAG project on Instagram and Facebook. I had a couple of we'll say good-hearted people inbox me, and one of them stood out in particular. I seem to have the new nickname Mr. Jimmy from one of them after telling me that he wants to help all of the brothers and sisters. He's an empath. We get all ranges of different people inboxing asking about AMAG. So yeah, it's weird.
Always beware of those who bear gifts.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a big indicator. If someone's chucking money at you or chucking things, and like obviously people will do that, but if there's nothing that they're going to gain from it,
well, if anyone wants to chuck any money our way, we can find us at the AMAG project. Funny you say that, Neil. I should listen to you more, Neil. I said that again last time, but you were right about one person. I'll tell you off air who it was, but you told me to watch out for swindlers, and it's come out that someone in the circle is quite a swindler. So. Yeah, didn't swindle me, but was associated with a couple of circles I'm associated with, and I seen something that I did not expect from somebody, and you called it. So again, yeah man.
I'll tell you what. Hey, hang on. I'm just going to mute each one person at a time. Hang on, just to see where this sound's coming from. I'll mute myself.
Still there. Oh, that's gone. No,
it's gone. It's you, Jazz. Is it, Matt?
It's Jared, because I was still doing it after. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
See that? I'll mute myself.
I don't know how it could be me.
Yeah, it's you, Jared.
That's strange, man. I've got nothing going on.
And I'll try this.
It's probably all them bonsais you got in the back.
Yeah, see, it's gone. See, it's a bit of a delay on this video. Oh, hang on. No, it's still there. It's still there. Hang on. Try that.
There we go. That's good. That's gone now.
Nah, I think it's Jimmy. It's definitely gone now.
Yeah, it's Jimmy.
It's Jimmy. It's Jimmy fucking Laughlin, mate. Yeah,
Jimmy Hitter. Jimmy Hitter. Mate, trust me, everything that goes wrong gets blamed on Jimmy.
See? Hey, see. Look, it's gone. It's gone.
It's gone. Yeah.
Well.
Nah, he's playing with his lighter or something.
No, I'm not.
He's kicking something, the cunt.
Yeah.
It's like a clicking.
No,
yeah.
So this is the first time on a podcast, so like I've only got the phone and I'm running that out of the bedroom at the moment, so it's not going to be the best.
He tries to make excuses straight away.
Now it's gone. Now it's gone. So whatever you're doing, yeah, see, now it's back. Now it's back. Hang on.
Yeah, where's your phone?
See?
Your phone? Can you give that to Jim? Swap him over.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Oh,
matter?
yeah. Oh, I don't know.
We can swap him over. I'll just get Kate and go into the studio and...
hang on. I'll get my earphones.
Yeah, that might be better.
Yeah, perfect. I got a visitor. Oh, no, I don't. It's tired, man.
So what happened? You busted someone trying to swindle people?
No, I didn't actually bust him, but I was informed that he had done something very untoward, we shall say, to an associate of his that could have potentially cost him a lot of money and push him out of the business. So yeah, it's not.
Yeah, but the thing is, you got to be careful because some people talk shit too.
Yeah,
you got to be a good shit talker because a lot of people talk shit about everyone. Like people say me and Blair are informants because I always seem to escape prosecution or some major problem. The thing is, I have been punished something shocking for shit that's not even that illegal. I've never done anything to cross the line. Like I've protested, and what, I should be locked up for that. That charge that we all got charged with and convicted, we all got convicted. We got a $2,000 fine, but it's a summary offence. And then the Milo fight, I got convicted of a fray and two assaults with weapons.
Yeah.
They're serious charges, man. I was convicted. The only reason I didn't go into jail is because I haven't committed a crime like that in like 10 to 15 years. You know, like that's what happens. So people are like, oh, he always gets away with shit. Anyway, here we go.
No, so
it's still there. No, it's all good.
Yeah, it must be something with his phone.
Yeah, well, I'll give it a miss for this time, fellas. But next time I'll make sure I've got the earphones and that.
Nah, it's all good. It's just clicking constantly. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's got to be in your phone or something.
Yeah,
maybe the powers that be don't want you to tell your story and shit.
I do. They know he's running the show, mate. So that's
Oh, is he's the lightning rod. See, Jared's was the lightning rod, mate.
Mate,
you've been a leader. You've been a leader. Yeah. You do everything. I'm
not the leader, bro. Jimmy's the
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. He's the lightning rod.
Yeah, man.
You're pushing him out.
Mate, I do what the fuck I'm told. Jimmy slaps me and tells me to get to work.
There was a major crime committed with AMAG. Oh no, I'm just a gym member, man.
We had to go hire something from the party shop today, and they want to meet. They go try to get me to hire it. I said, no, I'm not hiring shit. I just pointed him. I'm not giving my ID to anybody.
You didn't even have to give your ID anyway.
I'm not giving my name either. I'm giving yours. If anyone asks, my name's Jimmy Hitter.
Hey, is your phone on charge, Jimmy?
Nah, mate. Like, there's nothing I can think of.
No, we're gonna have to boot you, mate. Sorry, man.
No, that's good, man. No worries.
Because it's
on the other phone next time.
Yeah.
Next Wednesday we're going live. We're getting Tim Wilms on.
Yeah,
come on.
Sounds good.
Hey, I get Jimmy as my security. They don't call him Jimmy Hitter that's for a reason, yeah?
Damn, softly. All
right, mate.
Thanks, mate. Nice meeting you.
Right. I'll see you in the other room, bro.
Yeah, see ya.
Yeah, that's better.
That's better.
Yeah.
It's not too bad, but it's like constant. Yeah, that's the only thing.
I'll set him up on the computer next time. He fucking puts up with some of my shit. He puts up with my shit.
Yeah, so you got to be careful, like, because there's a lot of shit talkers in the movement, snake oil salesmen, and the biggest problem in creating a movement and like a group is time wasters. Time wasters are the worst. These people that will chew your ear off and just waste your time. You know, you've only got so many hours in the day. Like you work, so you're trying to do this, work, have a family. You only got a limited time every day to talk to someone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you've got every Joe Blow contact and you're so bad, they'll just like chew your ear off on the phone, but it doesn't get anywhere. Like you're wasting valuable time that you could be using, preparing something, and oh, you've got to listen to me. This is. That's the worst thing, man, because people just waste your time unless there's something coming out of it. Someone's offering to help out, something you want to do for the group. There's no point chatting on the phone for 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
You get a lot of them people. Like I remember at the rallies, it was always be this one. He wasn't a bad guy, but like the St Kilda rally, he came up to me and he's like, "Oh, I got to talk to you, Erickson." And I said, "Yeah," because I saw him at another rally before that, and I didn't call him back. And then there's big brawls going on with the left. I'm like trying to film it, and he's coming up trying to tell me about something that was like probably important to him, but it was just kind of sabotaging everything I was trying to do. That's the biggest problem, like people, time wasters. Like you don't want to be rude to people, but you got to be like, well, fuck, come on, dude, man. Like, there's a time and a place and shit. I haven't got much time to chat to you about this.
They demand your energy. A lot of people demand.
And then people you got to be careful of too. Eccentric people.
That's.
I'm not saying they're bad people, but they can be counterproductive and shit.
Yeah. And I know at the moment I've seen so many, like we spoke about a little bit, before, but there's so many different groups and so many grassroots movements. But the amount of bickering and arguing I'm seeing between people that should be getting along because they've all got the same idea, but like just bullshit. Little things like, we should do this, this, like it's like fuck me, who cares?
The problem, but that's the problem with grassroots movements. But the problem is, you're gonna need someone with good charisma, someone who garners respect instantly, like who everyone respects. So when we were in Reclaim Australia, there was too many chiefs, man. It was like, not putting them down. Everyone had a good good agenda and shit, but someone has a little bit of a different idea and they argue. But if you get someone like Blair, when he popped up, everyone just like automatically respected Blair, and he just like, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear any bitching. This is what we're going to do. And people just kind of move in the line. That's how you get thousands of people at a rally. Never been done before. But you got to get someone who can, because the thing is, you got to keep it going. It loses steam. So like Reclaim, the kind of like the driving force of that was the Link Cafe. Like it was like, well, the terrorists come in, kill all these people. But that wears off after a while. Like people lose that anger and shit. So then what happens then? How do you turn that into something? And then we did the UPF, and it was more like based not on anti-Islam. It was relatively based on anti-Islam, but that wasn't the agenda. It was a pro-Australian movement, and you tried to merge it into that, like something positive, and that worked. That worked for a long time. But then social media basically removed us from Facebook, which you will get removed from Facebook very soon. So you need to have like an email list or some shit. But you need someone who everyone looks up to. Someone who's not fucking retarded. Just because someone looks up to someone, and they don't have to be intelligent either. This is the other thing. People think you get like three different types of like activists. You get like the grunts that will just go to rallies and, I'm not going to say punch on, but they're willing to sacrifice themselves for the cause. They've got no agenda whatsoever. They're not in it for money. They're not in it for true patriots. They just want to go there. They support it. And then you got like people with ideas and shit. I'd class myself as an ideas man. Not the greatest of intelligence, but I do have an original thought capacity. I can come up with some, like most of the shit we did was my idea, because I thought outside the box. And then you got like people like Blair, who has a mix of everything. Like he was total trifecta. But then you got these Spurgs. Like Spurgs are good and shit, but these people, they're called armchair activists, and they just sit around critiquing everyone they can. Critique. But they don't add anything to it, man. Like
that's what I'm seeing a lot of. Exactly that.
Yeah.
And
if they just talk shit, okay, well I agree. You preach it to the choir. Good work, dude. Like, I'm nothing against them, but they
have a lot of.
I would rather support a dude who's of low intelligence, but he's gonna fucking stand up and go and do something. This dude's up putting stickers up. And this other dude's sitting drinking his wine on his bloody armchair, critiquing everyone else's hard work. Okay, dude, why don't you go out and do something? You gotta get that's why I roll with like Bluebeard and shit, because it was funny as well, because I'm kind of like, I thought it was funny. But Bluebeard, he was a legend. He got up there and did shit, didn't put up with any shit. Ricky T, fucking all these dudes, like, who cares? They're not scientists. We're not scientists, but you don't need to be a scientist to understand that we're being fucked over. Like, it's not, you don't have to be on a fucking 150 IQ level. And I'm not, look, I'm pretty intelligent. I can't, what is it called? Project that. But I've got to, you know what I mean? Like, intelligence. I know I'm not stupid. I can't be bamboozled. It's very hard to bamboozle me. But in saying that, you need charisma, you need original thought, you need like a tactician, someone who knows how to work the media and shit like that, because that's your biggest. People who say don't, because then you get these other. And I don't want to. I wasn't even going to talk about this, but because we're on the subject, you get these like rules. These we come in, and it's not putting them down, because they've been doing nationalism since the fucking 50s. A lot of these people, don't talk to the media, don't talk to the cops, just stay quiet. That's fine. That's a good strategy for you, but it's not going to be effective, in my opinion. You got to talk to the media. We broke all them rules. We spoke to the cops, and I'm not talking had meetings with police and shit like that. We had to organise logistics for them, like for rallies. So, like, for an example, like May 31st, when we did the when we did a protest outside Stephen Jolly's office, because we worked with the police and were nice and polite, and the left weren't, they let us get to the stairs. We climbed the stairs. It was a massive brawl. They didn't have to do that. They could have just said, it's too dangerous, stay down here. But because we worked with them, you can have a relationship like that with the police. And secondly, the media, mate, if you know what to say to the media, you can use the media for your purposes. They might think 100%. Something's funny and you're going to look like an idiot on TV, but you don't. Like Ricky Turner, when a current affair went to see him, I put him up for that because I couldn't be fucked talking to a current affair. He went up there and he said, "Oh, would you like to apologise to Sam Dustiari?" He said, "What's racist about animal? I'll apologise to the monkeys out there because they're above Sam." Like, that's funny as shit. But this journalist thought, "I've got you. You're a racist," and it was like funny, man. Like, the thing is, you can work off each other, and some of the media know what you're doing. But if you break them two major rules, don't work with police, don't work with the media, you can actually gain ground. Now, I'm not saying it's an end game like we didn't succeed. I think we succeeded in because this is before Trump. I think we succeeded in changing a lot of patriots' minds about who the true enemy was, because a lot of the patriots back in 2015, 16. I'm trying to look. The camera's down here, but it's a bit low. Back in 2015, after Man Monos and the Sydney Siege, when we were doing the Reclaim Australia event, it was like for, April 4? Yeah, April 4, the first rally. And all the patriots were like, watch out for the lefties when you go there. And they're like, lefties, they're just hippies. And they didn't even understand that there was an actual grassroots movement of Marxists in Melbourne. They just thought it was just, they're just hippies, lefties. They're nice people and shit. And that day they seen it, how fucking horrible and nasty they can be. And I think we did a lot of that work to kind of, open people's eyes up to the true enemy. I mean, Islam's not our friend, but as Blair says, it's a predator, but it's not a major threat to us. It's always going to be a problem, don't get me wrong, but it's not the biggest problem. And so I think we changed a lot of people's minds about that. If you notice, it's kind of moved away from Islam. It's more focused on other shit now. Yeah,
well,
and and that's not all of our work, but I'm just saying that's probably our success to win that. But like I said, we could be wrong. We ended up failing in a sense because of social media. The people who said don't talk to the cops, and the media, they could be right.
You're young, you got the position you got yourself. You and Blair were the most famous activists Australia has had, of this generation, undoubtedly. So, and you're still young, mate. That was your 20s. So what you do in your 30s, 40s,
20s,
50s,
that was 30s, bro.
Well, 20s and 30s. You're a couple of years older than me. But that, what you do now through your 40s, 50s, and 60s is a whole new kettle of fish. You learn from that. You've evolved. You're smarter than you were then, a lot smarter. So, it'll be interesting to see what ends with your story, because I'm sure your story's not done yet.
Yeah, I think it's finished. I'm just working now. I'm trying to get my shit together. I'm just doing my own thing, mate. This is the other thing, Erickson, why don't you go and do something? Oh, why don't you go fucking do something? Fucking 5 years, 6 years, man. Come on. I fucking got arrested like fucking 2 dozen times, man. I got charged. I got dragged for the courts. I got sued by a major company. I got sued by another company. Why don't you do something? I'm not trying to be nasty about it, but fuck you, man. Like, I've done it for 5 years, man. There's no other dude who can do something? You can't hold a camera and burst into a left-wing protest and say something?
Well, that's why you retired in the end, isn't it? Because so many people were not showing up. They were saying they were going to, and they're not doing what they said they were going to do. So
no, that's not right. No. I did enough. I would end up going to jail. I'm not afraid of jail, man. But I'm not going to go to jail for some dumb shit. I've done enough, man. I've got how many convictions now? 5 convictions.
Yeah.
Since the Patriot movement. That's enough, man. Come on. Someone else share the weight. And I'm not telling anyone to commit any crimes, but I'm just saying I'm not going to take all the risks. And Blair's the same. I think Blair, he's done what he can. Maybe if Facebook was still around, I'd probably still be doing it. Who knows? Yeah. I couldn't help myself sometimes, You got a Facebook page with 70,000 followers and shit. You're like, I could do something funny today.
You know me, mate. I'll do it. But I'm just silly. Like, I'll just do it. Yeah. And you got 5 convictions. I probably got like 55.
No. I'm talking about 5 convictions since 2015.
Yeah.
From the movement.
Yeah. My 55 convictions are prior family and marriage, so that's different. And they weren't for that sort of stuff. They were for being a dick.
Yeah, I know. We all went through that when we were younger. But look, you gotta find out the easiest, least resistance towards your goal. And like if your goal's starting a gym, successful men's group, or I don't know if it's by gender, but like if that's what you want to do, you're gonna have to look at it like this is what I want to do, and you're gonna sit back and think about it. Just how the hell would you do it? And don't be bamboozled by cunts, man, because cunts will bamboozle you, man.
Yeah. Well, the goal of AMAG is to do nothing, but the goal of AMAG is a lifestyle and self-empowerment centre, and that's, there's a lot of other people involved, and that's a community project to help the community. My personal political views.
What happens if one of your guys who's running some percentage of it decides, fuck you, Jared, I'm doing my own thing, we're moving? Like that shit's going to happen.
No, well, it's easy to say that.
It's going to happen. 100%.
No. My associates are staunch. I have 2 other associates, so it's actually associate and his wife, and then another associate.
In politics, your best friend will knife you in the back, man.
No, that's AMAG has nothing to do with politics. AMAG is a social club.
But in essence, it is in the eyes of the media and shit. It'll be political, 100%.
Myself may have some political rants every now and then, but yeah, AMAG is a foundation, and they can look into AMAG as much as they want. It can't be criticised. It has no political statements, no political actions, no bias towards anybody, and it's all about self-improvement, self-empowerment. So it runs workshops to train people. We're working with suicide prevention for youth. We work in all sorts of areas that are charitable. So there is no political affiliations. It supports no political party. It goes to no movements. AMAG is a place where people can come.
Have you registered it as a what is it called?
We're a foundation. We're registered a foundation. A foundation.
Or a group? What is that? A registered group? What is it called? Not religion, but it's like that. It's a group.
No, so this would be a foundation. Private foundation. So. It'll be non-for-profit essentially. So we make money through our gym, through our fight gym, and we're opening a weight gym. That pays our rent. That's where we get our members from. So that's what we do. AMAG is our effort to give back to the community. Like we're building a community garden, all that sort of things as well. So it really is a community movement with no political aspirations. All it is intended to do is to help your neighbour. And
except to get Blair Cottrell elected to the Senate.
Me personally, I would support Blair, but as for AMAG, that's up to the individuals in the club. Everybody has different political views. They come from the left, the right, the fucking down south, mate. We have some people from all over.
What happens if Fraser Anning said, "I want to join AMAG, man"?
Everybody's welcome. Sam Dastiari can join AMAG, brother. Everybody's welcome. You know what I mean? Like, there is no bias in this club. So, it's a club to help the people. So anyone who wants to join. We'll take anybody. Yeah, it's good for people need to reunite in their local communities and establish a community that is accountable for one another again.
If Ivan Milat was still alive, would you have him as a member of AMAG?
We will have anybody, bro. There is no discrimination. There is no. I would not leave my wife alone with him, but I would definitely have him as a member.
You wouldn't let him go take your wife for a bushwalk?
No, definitely not. He's not coming on the hike, man. But But we have no bias for anyone, brother. Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet.
Yeah. And the gym's just a combat gym. We just go there and punch the fuck out of each other. So if anyone wants to punch me in the mouth, come to Hard Knock Combat, and you can jump in the ring and punch me in the mouth. Promise. Anybody, come down, do rounds. Yeah, we're open. We're open for business.
That's very masculine, Jared. You're scaring me, mate.
I get punched in the mouth all day, man. It won't matter too much.
No, if you know how to take a punch correctly, you should be all right.
I can take them pretty well. I don't know if I can throw them too good, but
are you like a Homer Simpson and shit? Just like cops it in the head. That's how he wins a boxing match.
But I got a mate, one of my associates. After we went on that hike, I went into training. So we went on a hike Sunday, 29 Ks. My wife on the way back, my wife done her knee, yeah? So we're walking down the fucking mountain. This mountain's hectic. My wife done her knee. There's a K&a-half to go, bro. She could not walk. She was in tears. So I picked her up on my fucking back and I carried her the K&a-half down the mountain. It was hectic. It took me, like, I could only go 400 or 500 meters, stop, 400 or 500 meters, stop. I had 20 kilo pack on my front and I had 68 kilo on my back. And it's fucking, like, over rocks and shit. So I walked down, I carried her down. And then, on my way down, I done my knee because I was stepping down a rock. I hyperextended my knee. I sparred the day before, stupid, because I'm dumb. I sparred a mate of mine, Chris the Maniac Mitchell. So he kicked the fuck out of me the day before. My legs, I could not walk properly walking up the mountain. So I had a bung knee on one side and a bruised leg on the other. I had to carry my missus for a K&a-half to get back to the fucking car. It was brutal. So then I went in 2 days later to the gym to run class, and we were sparring. And I was sparring one of my associates, and I couldn't move. I couldn't move my legs. I couldn't move my head, nothing. So I stood there with my hands up, and he punched me about 20 times, just bop, 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 jab, 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 one after the other. I could do nothing but smile and cop it, man. So, yeah.
Was that with gloves on and shit, yeah?
Yeah, and 16 ounces. So they're thick. They're sparring gloves, so it's training. He's not trying to hurt me, but he definitely woke me up. Yeah, it was a quite humiliating night. I went home and complained a bit. But it was all right because I used that for the next week that I carried my wife down the hill. And, I was spoiled rotten, so no complaints.
Well, that shit happens, man.
Yeah, well, fuck. Your missus breaks her, does her knee on a hill, you got to carry her down there.
Well, that's your job, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's fucking no one else's. I did consider leaving her a few times and come, but I thought I better not, because if I leave her, I've got no one to cook fucking dinner when I get home.
I would have enticed you to come to the pub. Just leave her, Joe. Let's go to the pub.
Well, the pub had counter meals, bro. We would have been right.
True. You're a funny cunt. So I don't know what else has been going on. Just looking at these comments, seeing if there's anything interesting to talk about. Neil's trying to be...
I want to get Andy's opinion on flat Earth, bro. That's what... Yeah.
Dude, I'm not a flat earther and shit, but I looked into it a bit.
There's questions. I'm not a flat earther, but there is questions to ask.
It's like I'm trying to figure out something that they said in it. It's just totally blew my mind. Like, what
blew my mind was the 6 feet drop every 30 miles to get the curvature of the Earth. They've done the studies to prove that that's not the case. So either there's only two possible explanations. Either the world is
but they got an argument to counter that, though. This I'd like to look at both. Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree. Like, it is weird. There's the optical illusion of water. If there's water in the water can reflect. It's called refraction, and the water vapor in the air can refract and actually look like a telescope going over further.
Yeah, that doesn't cut it to me, because when I looked into it, because and I don't believe flat Earth like at all, like. But I don't believe round Earth necessarily either. Like, I just don't know shit because I'm pretty stupid like yourself. But from what I could gather, the bloody because they done tests where they sat boats every so far, and then they had a laser and then the target, which was however far to line it up, and the curvature of the Earth they could see well beyond what the expected drop off was, and they could tell. I don't know the science of it, but because of the placement of the boats, there was some way to be sure it wasn't a flexion. So and these were fucking top scientists who'd done it. They come up with the conclusion that basically either the world's flat, or, which they were more likely to believe, the world was much, much larger than we're led to believe. Like
I think if something is real, I think the Earth is massive, way bigger than what they're saying. I'd be more inclined to believe that. But there is something that they said about the North Pole and the runways, like. I forget what it was. All right, so when the Earth spins, obviously when something spins, and obviously they say that we're kind of glued into the atmosphere, so when the Earth's moving, we just stay there, which is weird because, what was it? I forget the way they said it, but it was totally insane. So the equator moves the slowest. Then the closer you get to the poles would move faster. It's like a gear, yeah?
Yeah.
It's more distance to travel around the center than it is down the peaks.
Yeah.
So if you were to, I'm going to go research and I'll bring it up next time, but it's really weird the way how they explain how a plane, when it takes off from the North Pole, it actually shouldn't even move to land or land directly back down.
It should just sort of go up, hover, and then fucking land again.
Well, yeah, you
Basically,
think that.
Yeah, sort of, in fucking layman's terms, in West Heidelberg terms.
Yeah.
Did
you just do a Hitler salute then?
No, I would never, bro.
I'm pretty sure you did, man.
Who's that? Is that Jewish fella?
Who?
Hitler. Who's he?
Jewish, mate. What are you talking about?
I don't know who he is, bro. No, but well, like another thing that got me with the flat Earth was so Neil deGrasse Tyson said he was on last time it was on Joe Rogan. They've changed it's not supposed to be a ball now. It's supposed to be more of a pear shape because the equator is no, like a pear. It's supposed to go out, then in, then out. Yeah, and then so that's changed shape. But NASA never proved any of their theories. So their theories have come out over the years, staggered. So for instance, after they started the theory that it spun around in a ball, it didn't account for the seasons, how they could get 4 seasons. And it wasn't until years later that someone come out with, hold on, if the world spins at a 22 point something degree angle, that would account for the 4 seasons. So they worked in facts around assumptions. They didn't actually prove anything. They just assumed according to what they thought they already knew. So really, they have no proof of anything they claim. It is all assumptions.
Well, it's all theories. Everything's theories.
Yeah.
And it changes all the time. But that doesn't prove anything either.
No, but it doesn't.
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but I will. There are things that are weird, like the moon landing. That's weird, man.
Weird as fuck, man. Weird as fuck. That was, they admitted that they admitted that the footage is faked. They said they couldn't get the footage back through the radiation belt, so that they faked the footage. So they've said that the footage is fake. They just haven't said that the moon landing was fake. They still claim the mission was real, but they couldn't bring the footage back through the radiation belt or whatever it was. Apparently, it was destroyed on the way back in. So that's how they claim that I can't remember which bloody bit of film it was, but there's one in particular. Eddie Bravo is my favorite fucking. He is my favorite to listen to.
Yeah, but he's a bit loose. Yeah, he's funny.
Oh, yeah. He's right off the rails, bro, but he makes me laugh so much. But he's a very smart man, and obviously being a martial artist, I love his jiu-jitsu. No gi jiu-jitsu, 10th Planet is one of the best. He's an absolute freak at, thinking outside of the box. He created a whole style of jiu-jitsu, that is still very fucking much at one of the top to this day. So, I know he's a smart man and he does his research. So I don't believe everything he says, but every time he says something, I at least give it the respect to question it myself. So whether he's right or wrong, I don't know, but they're definitely questions to ask. And he asked some very interesting fucking questions.
Well, there's some crazy shit that I believe, but I can't even say it in this video. There's 2 things that I know that are full fake as shit. Yeah. But if I was to mention it in this video, I'd lose my channel. Like, bro,
I am
in an hour.
I'm definitely ringing you later on to find out what they are.
I'll tell you what they are. I think I can tell you.
I know. Yeah, I'll ring you after this.
Sandy Hook and the 6 million, mate. Those are the 2 things that I've researched. Something shocking.
I don't know enough about Sandy. I literally know nothing, apart from what I heard that other fella say when he was on Joe Rogan. But the other one, that's very, very suspect. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
What's this? What the fuck comment is this? That's disgusting, that comment.
Disgusting?
Yeah. Disgusting.
I don't know who Marcia is. Should I? Who's that other chick you'll talk about too?
Who?
She's supposed to be someone that. You were saying that she liked Nochi when he first got out.
Oh yeah, no, we won't talk about her.
No, no one important.
No. Yeah, I think we're winding down, boys. I'll get off. I'm gonna get back to me important business, mate. Me important business.
You got some rust to do.
I just jumped on because I was a bit bored and shit. I thought we'd jump on, have a bit of a video. But
that's good to have a break every now and then, bro.
Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks, Marcia. Beautiful. She's gorgeous, Marcia. Thank you, Who else is here? Rotham, Reg Penny, Mal, who's also beautiful. Versace Cowboy. I don't know what this is.
Versace.
I think he's talking about Timmy. But yeah, thanks for all watching, guys. I'll shut it down. Hopefully we get someone else on. And Medi under his fake account.
I'll get Jimmy on next time with the computer so he can make up for his fucking interrupting the podcast with the bloody click.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about that, man.
Yeah, I'll give him more than 5 minutes notice too. I think I might have thrown that one on him.
Yeah. All right, boys.
All right, brother.
Later.
I'll talk to you
You don't
soon.
have to hang up. You don't have to hang up. Hang on. I'll show you what I'll do.
All right, cool.
See you, Mel. Bye-bye.